Hello, Angry Learners. Today we'll be learning about a strategy that I just recently discovered. The best strategy to speedrunning the Ancient Guardian.
Hello. So actually what I mean by best here is easiest, so keep that in mind.
Let's begin. Step 1. Pick Woody as your character. You see, Woody has some powerful skill tree abilities where he can harvest resources faster. He, by default, collects wood much faster than other characters. And he can turn into a were-moose.
My live commentary didn't really get the point across that I was trying to make, so sit back and let me explain what I was doing in this run. Skip to the timestamp on screen to get straight into the details of the strategy, but if you aren't so experienced, I would suggest listening to what I have to say first. Woody is able to turn into a beast called the Weremoose, who does slightly higher damage per second than a Hambat if you have the planar punch mastery, which also means he does especially increased damage against anything with armor. Anyway, the strategy isn't the fastest speedrun because of all the fastest speedruns are done with Wolfgang. No matter what, he simply cannot be beat as far as DPS goes. However, you can get fairly close to world record times with far easier and more reliable strategy involving Woody killing the Ancient Guardian. This strategy is extremely easy and reliable for anyone who wants a head start with getting Ruins gear. Even if you don't want to play as Woody, in your world you can just do this run and then assemble the Celestial Portal in your first autumn. So about the strategy. First you need to gather 12 monster meat, 6 seeds, about 30 cut grass, about 10 sticks, mostly for torches in case you can't use a goose to get back to your sinkhole. No need to waste time in collecting pig skins, gold, or rocks. I would however suggest you bring along some flint to make pickaxes to get more thulsite if you intend to make crowns and amulets. Also living logs if you want to make a Starcaller staff. If you are experienced in finding the ruins, you only need 1 goose idol, but if you don't have much experience, then bring 2 or 3. If you are experienced in fighting the Guardian, you only need 1 moose idol, and if you aren't, you may need 2. Once you have your idols, you can immediately jump down into the caves. You never want to stop moving as the goose so that you can keep the form as long as possible. Make sure you have max skill points and longer wear forms, otherwise you'll need a lot more idols. Also, the no sanity or health penalty upgrade is very helpful. In the caves, you're looking for a biome called the Wilds, where there are lots of rocks and light plants. You basically just want to search around the wilds until you find the blue algae plants. Once you find the algae plants, try to find a village biome with thulsite walls and spiders. There's sometimes 2 of these village biomes, but you need to find the one that is connected to the ruins. Usually there's stone walkways going off of it. Once you are in the ruins, you want to find a small patch of wilds that has a straight line of white flooring. If you find a patch of wilds without the line of white flooring, it's not the one with a labyrinth, and you need to look elsewhere. Inside the labyrinth, you just want to take the middle path until you can see a big square where the Guardian is. Once you see that big square, you should be able to pretty easily find the path to get to the Guardian.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah, so as you can see, I started this fight with less than half health.
Alright.
And I end up having a lot of trouble getting him to stagger on the pillars, but you just need to navigate
Alright, there we go.
the pillar between you and him as he's going to charge. The time that he's staggered for is dependent on how far he charges, but if he charges too far, like I have here, he doesn't stagger, and you end up having to waste time. And then here, I accidentally have him jump towards me, and then he didn't get staggered. This happens several times in the fight where he's just too close to the pillar and he doesn't stagger, and then he starts jumping towards me, and then now he's too close to the next pillar and he doesn't stagger, and then it just becomes pretty difficult to get him to stagger.
With the planar punch upgrade,
what I should have done is just dash.
You do slightly more damage than a handbat.
Over behind another pillar, like I did just there.
There we go. Just be sure to watch your awareness here, because if you're not careful, you'll transform while you're running away from him. Come on. Seriously.
Now you get pretty frustrated that he's not staggering.
Alright.
I took way more damage than I should have if he had just been staggering on the pillars like he usually does, but I wasn't able to get him to run far enough.
Why?
I don't know why he doesn't get staggered on most of these. It should be far enough. It doesn't take much to
Isn't it staggering him? He will not get staggered.
What you should do if you're having trouble getting him staggered is just tank a hit. Tank a hit, run behind a pillar immediately. You can charge if you want to get there quickly, and then get him to stagger, because you're going to end up taking a lot of hits if you try to avoid taking hits. It's kind of counterintuitive. Hopefully you have enough health to tank at least one hit.
Ay, ay. No. Ay, ay.
I made a big mistake here, trying to charge us several times to get away from him. I should have just tanked the hit, and then immediately charged away, and then try to get behind the pillar. The key is to get behind the pillar before he jumps.
This is absolutely ridiculous. He won't get staggered.
And then I finally get him into a pattern where
there
I
we go.
stagger him again. That was one of the most annoying fights. One of the most annoying Ancient Guardian fights that I've ever done.
There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright.
I still end up killing him with a sliver of health, and if I had started with full health,
alright,
I would have about half my health now. And I could totally take several hits from those from those tentacles, but I almost get killed by them. What you need to do with the tentacles is just, as a were-moose, charge through them. Most characters can walk fast enough to just walk through them, as long as you don't stop.
There we go.
Very important that you don't stop.
Berries.
And you want to make sure there's no tentacles before you open the chest, because you're going to get killed.
Eat some algae. Got it with one moose. I didn't even need 2 mooses. Be sure you run around to make sure you don't get killed. We got a lazy explorer. What? We got a lazy forager. Wow, I was meaning. Yeah. Anyway, that's really good. I like that. Wow. Alright. So, that's how you kill the Ancient Guardian as Woody. And then you'll just, ideally I'd have a bit more health, so I could go back through here, use a couple torches, and then this science machine, or this pseudo-science machine, is pretty much undefended. So you can take that and use it to build whatever you want. I'll build Magluminescence. And yeah, so there's the speedrun as Woody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.